Hello and welcome back to my aquarium. Today we have a few things I want to check off the list. First of all, we're going to be using the Spellblade here. I want to get into Prestige level 10 and then we can get his second weapon crafted. I don't think we can actually see what that takes yet. No, we got to get to Prestige level 10 first. After that, we are using a new rune today. I've been using this one right here that lets you start with your special weapon. And we've already seen these Spellblades before, I'm pretty sure. So what we're going to do is start with Center of Attention here. All of your own random targeted area effects are now targeted at your position instead. So what we're going to do is get stuff that usually targets random places on the map, and we're going to get it to target right in front of us. And we're going to go for a build where we just bomb anything that's standing directly in front of us. That's what we're going for today. Should be pretty simple. And also, we are trying to do something which is unlock this character right here. So we need to complete the Dungeon of Despair with everything that is curse level tier 3, up to and including tier 3 of curse. So we need to go to the Dungeon of Despair here. We've already done curse level 1, so we're going to do curse level 2, slap all that on. Gonna be kind of annoying, but hey, it is what it is. And we're just gonna go ahead and hop right into it. I think we're good to go. Let's make sure everything's on. Yeah, it looks like it is. All right. Oops, not you. You, yes, you. Okay, let's get in there, Chief. Go ahead, take that down to the bottom left of the map immediately and see if we can farm it up there, I think. So, I know last time we were kind of talking about Thanksgiving because it just happened and I didn't really get to tell my entire thing of stories here because I was covering a lot of stuff about the game even and just not even going crazy hard into my Thanksgiving stories, but I had a great time. A lot of drinking, a lot of just hanging out with family, and you know, being happy, that's what it's all about, right? It's funny, I'll like get out of work and then I gotta like get back into the swing of things, and it takes a day, but after having a day off, everyone went home and I kind of just relaxed because I'm like an introvert. So when I've just spent so much time with people, just days and days in a row without getting my alone time, I really need time to just recharge, you know, or it's not gonna be good. So I had to recharge and then I'm back into it now, excited to keep working. Let's get our first ability here. Area modifier is going to be great for this. Lightning bolt at a random enemy. Daggers in the direction you're facing. 30 magic missiles in front of you. I'm gonna go for magic missiles. I know how good they can be, so I'm just going to get them early. These things can make the boss so brittle that he just gets smacked so quickly. So that's what I'm going to look to get. And then everything else we get, we'll be looking to make it randomly targeted things. Some movement speed wouldn't be too bad, as I'm starting to see here already, but of course that's something I'm always looking for. Only 2 dashes, not like 4 we had last time. Oh, I can test if that hit me, sir. It's okay, we'll level up here pretty quickly and get stuff rolling here. Not doing any more than 5 levels saved up at once. You know the drill, and we're going to in fact just spin it right here. For fragility, I will go for the health or the movement speed because it's only 10%. Fires 3 lightning projectiles towards a random enemy. Okay, so this instead should launch 3 lightning projectiles directly in front of me, what it should do. So let's get that and let's pay attention to it. Area modifier for everything with frontal, which is these 2 abilities. So let's see when this goes off. Oh, but it's not. I guess it's random. Yeah, if it targets a random area is how it works. And this targets random enemies, not a random area. That's okay. We haven't really gotten anything that targets a random area yet, so we'll see if we can get there. But yeah, had a good time. You see, last year was the first Thanksgiving that I could drink, and I did. But the day after Thanksgiving was the drunkest I had ever been, and I was kind of like, man, what if I just like start a new, you know, personal, I don't know, day where every day after Thanksgiving I just get more hammered than I've ever been. Like, I try to make the day after Thanksgiving my getting hammered day and trying to reach a new high. And I kind of did it this year. I had, over the course of like 8-9 hours, I mean, it was just a long day. I had like 12, 13 drinks, I think I amounted it to. We'll get some right here, some armor. Spikes are summoned from the ground in a straight line towards a random enemy. Random enemy's position, I think. Strike a random enemy. Okay, these will say area, so either of these should work. I think Ice Vortex is super good. 625 damage. I'm going to go Thunder Strike because we already have a Thunder ability. If I get Icy Vortex again, I would be super inclined to take it, though. So I'm just going to say that right now. Area on any of these, you have area. Random enemy's position, but it is also area. So random targeted area effects. Okay, so as far as I understand, this should work. I know it says random enemy, but also it is classified as area. And I think it does work that way. I'm going to keep my eyes on my abilities down here for a second and see. The Lightning Strike is definitely working. Now let's see. Oh, hello there. Can you stop being just like in the corner like a little freak? Because I don't love it. Yeah, can you like come up? Yeah, come up a little bit. There you go. I kind of need to stand on you if I want to bomb you with my super close, awesome area abilities. We use both our dashes here to kind of get out, and then we'll come back down. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So yeah, that's kind of like my new... We'll see if I continue to do it year over year, but as of right now, I'm like, I could do that, you know? But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. See, my family used to always go on like a bar crawl. You don't know what a bar crawl is. Essentially, you just, you know, go to a bunch of different bars, one after another. You usually have like 1-2 drinks at max at each bar, and then you go to the next place, you know? And you just kind of go around, hit up your favorite bars. Where I live, I live on a very just long strip of beaches. So we have a trolley that just runs down the beach, and we just hop on that, and we call it a trolley crawl. And you just go down the beach, hit up your favorite bars along the way. I didn't get to go on one last year because they just didn't do it last year. I forget why, but we didn't do it last year. Instead, we kind of just... Well, we did kind of do a bar crawl, but it wasn't a trolley crawl. So, this was the first one I really did, and I tell you, I had a lot of fun. But, oof, it was a long day. It was a fun day, though. The only sad part was my cousin had to bounce out early. Because he was like, I gotta go, my friend's coming to visit town. And oh my god, I have so many levels, I'm so sorry, I forgot to freaking put those in. Doom. Block power. Icy Vortex is back. Large area. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Icy Vortex, please. Ooh, I need cast frequency of everything. Vortex is huge. Summons a large glacier over a random enemy. Okay, but this is random enemy and its area. So this should strike right in front of me instead. Is there anything I want to get rid of for that? Because I could get rid of Lightning Bolt, which is only level 1. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, I really want that XP multiplier, but I think that's too good to pass up. Hey, anyways, the XP multiplier came back, and I am going to go for it, even though I do love Ice Vortex. No thank you here. I'm set with my abilities, I think. Movement speed is a huge help. Oh my god, they're just teasing me with the XP multipliers. Cast frequency. No thank you, I am set, like I said. Thunder Strike. Give me the fiery orbs here. Area modifier, let's go. And then damage modifier of slash? Yes, please. Alright, cool. Much stronger now. I did not realize I had so many levels. That's my mistake. Sorry about that if you're yelling at me. Because I know I said I was going to be better about that. And I just really got sidetracked. Yeah, my cousin dipped out early and I was like, oh man. It was a bummer, but it's okay. What are you going to do? Hung out with my sister and brother-in-law. For the most part, instead, our parents, you know, my aunt and uncle were there. And then my parents. Which is good. Had a fun time. Okay, this is a dangerous one here, but I'm going to do it. Ooh, everything with lasting. Magic missiles? Yes, please. Poison. Area modifier. Magic missiles. Okay. Let me get down here. I really want to hit this guy. Just as much as I can really quick. Just trying to bomb him. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I think I just nutted in 6 different languages. And not in a good way. Painful nuts, you know what I mean? But we got out of there. There's a big area coming at me. I was able to get some good dodges and get out of the way. So yeah, I mean, good day though. But it was getting towards there. See, I never like plan. My sister and brother-in-law, they live in a downtown area, so it's like we don't always like plan when I want to go out with them. But we were kind of already out, and they were like planning on going out again. after our parents and kind of like turned it and stuff, and they were like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, pretty far along at that point, and I was like, you know what? I gotta keep going, right? This is it. I gotta get freaking yoked on it, dude. Let's do area. And that's what I did. Don't regret it. Our slash is getting really big, which makes me very happy. I would love to keep getting, oh, maybe some multicast for it would be great. And on top of that, just area effect. And then damage. Yeah, tear up these elites. Now we're talking. Yeah, I see why it's really good to sit in a corner, because I think these guys kind of spawn in a big chunk on the wall, and then when they spawn on a big chunk on the wall like that, just like this, then you can immediately kill them, and that makes it much easier to kill them all really quick and just stack up towards the next Lord of the Void. So it makes sense why you do want to farm these guys in a corner of the map. Is the strongest way to just do those little speed runs. At some point I'll go back when I'm like really strong and we'll figure out how to get that sub 10-minute run. As for right now, I'm kind of just enjoying unlocking other things, leveling up our curse level, and getting new characters and runes, and finishing the skill tree off. I want to keep getting my runic power up, so I can use these cooler runes that cost like, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 runic power. Because right now I can only use the ones that cost 1, which is 2 of them, and then there are 2 pretty cool ones, including the one we're using right now to craft this entire build. It is cool how much the runes can change your build, you know? Because... Uh-oh, I gotta be... Nope. Gotta get out of there for a second, unfortunately. We're just waiting for him to stop being a Beyblade master. Like, I get it, you wanna win the Beyblade World Tournament or whatever the heck kids do nowadays, but you gotta stop, brother. It's just not cool. I'm dash behind him really quick. Dude, yeah, if you can get them to stand still, you're just summoning so much again and again and again on top of them. An Icy Vortex, and then a Void Vortex, you know? A Death Vortex, excuse me. Glacier Nade falls on their booty cheeks, and you're just slapping them up with a slash. It's great. Critical damage. Yeah, I'll take the dashes. Area modifier of Thunderstrike. Yep, the bigger we can make it, the better. No, thank you. I'll do cast frequency. And then multicast of slash. That's exactly what I said I want. So, broke for me. So yeah, I mean... You know, my favorite thing is just, if you guys like bar food, because I think bar food is just like, even before I drank and I would go to a bar sober, for whatever reason, you know, because everyone else is there, bar food just hits different. I mean, it hits even more different when you're fucked up, but even when you're sober, bar food is just like, so good. And I think bar food obviously is different, depending on where you are in the world. Here, it's usually kind of like snacky stuff, bad for you, fatty, greasy, which is some of the best kind of food. Like corn dog nuggets are my favorite bar food. They always come with like some honey mustard, and I'm in heaven. I got those later that night. Oh, and I was there, dude. I was like, this is it. This is life. That was the best part. You had some pretzels and stuff. You know, you get the pretzel bites with like the queso and all that, and you're just like, yes, this is it. This is top tier bar food right here. I mean, people love wings and stuff. I've never been much of a wing guy myself. I've never, like, super went for wings. Boneless wings I've started to try more over the past few years, but just, like, regular wings, never really, like, tickled my fancy much. I don't care for the bones in them and stuff, and I'm like, it's kind of like a rib situation. I've always liked ribs, to be fair, but I've never, like, super gone for ribs like I think other people do. Hello there, boss boy. Just need to stand on him as long as I can. Get some glaciers and stuff spawning on him. As many icy vortexes as I can. And I know you're like, what are you doing right now? Well, with him against this wall, he's going to throwing a lot of stuff at me. To a point where it's a little impossible even to dodge some of it. Oh, that was my mistake. I just kind of stood there and took that. There it is. Icy vortex smacked him up pretty good. Dude, I just like flinched over to the bottom right of my monitor stand because I thought I saw something move. I have like a little glossy part of it, and there's like, it does reflections, and my fan is above it, and it'll reflect my fan moving sometimes. So I'm like, oh, what is that? So I actually do see something out of the corner of my eye. It's just nothing that matters. Unfortunately, again, not going to get the sub 10, but I'm okay with that. Still doing pretty good, honestly. I like the spell blade a lot, which is kind of why I picked him, why I'm excited to get his second weapon unlocked. Damage modifier. Yeah, I can lose that much movement speed, but if I can get it back, would be great. Slash. Ooh, Slash is getting so strong, level 9. And then movement speed, please. No, I'll take the poison. Oh, come on, man. That's a little silly. That's a little silly. Man, I feel like once you get to the higher curses, those healing crystals probably do like next to nothing, huh? I'm a little afraid of that, but I guess we'll see. I feel like ever since I've started making sure that I don't put any more than, or bank any more than 5 levels before I just like actually spend them, I've like stopped getting the magnet upgrades. It's like they knew they wanted to give them to me before because I wouldn't get as much use out of them because I was banking too many levels. Which probably isn't true, but you know. Who knows? Kind of like you're like, I died to this guy, therefore he is cheating. And it's like, is he? Or do you just suck more cheeks than a Brazilian blowjob artist, you know? Who knows, but that's just life, I guess. Tearing these guys up pretty good. Other than that, yeah, good holiday. What else I've been doing? Just chilling the past couple days, getting back into things. Did a lot of good work on the main channel today. Excited to do a lot more work, especially in the next coming weeks, as a new season's going to start on the main game that I play, and it's going to be very crucial that I cash in on that, the returning viewership, and getting there. I just actually hit 3,000 subscribers on my main channel today, which is like, you know, it's been a slow few months just because of the game itself. It's been a little slow, but at the same time, looking at that number, I'm just like, wow. It's just not a number that I really, I guess, ever thought I would hit. I knew I would hit it, and that's not meaning to sound arrogant. It's just like, I knew I could hit it. I knew if I just stayed determined and, you know, stayed with it and worked hard every day, then I would get there, and that's exactly what happened. I'm just kind of sticking this guy down because it is the end of the run here. So once he dies, it's over. And that actually is a sub 14, which means we are going to get both portals, which is pretty cool. Let me take a little sip of water here, and I'm going to think about what I want to do. Okay. Mistake me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did the endless portal, and I unlocked the character because of that, right? There's a character I need to unlock with this one. I can't remember which way around it is. No. I do need to go farther on this one, right? That was the one with 2 bosses at once. I need to loop 3 times on this. I'm not sure. I'm probably mistaken. Give me slash. I'm just making my slash really good. Lasting, which is those 2, yes please. Critical damage and cast frequency. Anyways. Oh my god, my cat. Look at my slash. I just have constant slashes. They almost never stop. That's awesome, dude. I would love to get it where I have 100% uptime cast on these slashes. I don't know how long I'm going to make this run. We'll see. I'm going to... Do I try to loop twice or 3 times? What is it? Maybe twice. We'll see. Because I forget if I did this wrong and I was supposed to do the boss mode, or if I did this right. So I'm not going to, like, dedicate myself to doing a super long run of this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll do it for a little bit. But, yeah, I've just been kind of chilling for the most part. Just watching some Netflix and whatnot. I'm always looking for another show to come on. That's why I kind of started watching those early seasons of Big Brother and watching it from the beginning, because I was like, okay, whenever I don't have a show to watch, I'll go and I'll just watch some of this. And that's good, but then I did have a show to watch that I've been waiting for. It was that Wednesday show on Netflix. I don't know if you've heard of this. I think we all know who the Addams Family are, but Wednesday got her own, like, spin-off show, directed by Tim Burton, and Jenna Ortega. It's like the starring actress, who's like a Disney Channel kid, and one of my, like, celebrity crushes I used to like a lot when I was younger. I used to watch Disney Channel, so I was happy to see her. I was like, ooh. Yeah, at the very least, it's going to be a good-looking cast, right? And that was not untrue. I know I have a lot of levels banks here, but I'm just killing this last elite to get 10. Let's go Magic Missile. Let's go damage modifier. Let's go wound. Yes. Give me the burning. Give me the slash, like always. What was that ability? That looked weird. And I'll reduce the damage taken. Yes, there's this. I'm going for the XP here. I think I just need to. That's so much armor, I think I'd be a fool not to take it. And I was kind of nervous. I was like, is this show gonna slap or not? You know, it very well has the chance to be a failure. I don't really know how reviews of it, you know, any kind of critical acclaim obviously is not there, but it seems to me that fan reaction, or like newly appointed fan reaction, people who were interested in it like myself, I think quite enjoyed it. I don't really care about critic type shit for the most part. If I enjoy something, then I enjoy something, and that's as far as I care about it. I don't care about anyone else's opinion. I'm the one watching the show. As long as I enjoy it, then I enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I definitely enjoyed it. I thought the cast was very good in their roles, especially Jenna, who plays Wednesday. I was a big fan of that. The story, at times, it never really honestly confused me. I know I got hit there. That's my mistake. Like, there was never a point where I was like, oh, what is happening in the story? I forgot. Now, to be fair, it was 8 episodes. I did binge it all in one sitting because... And I think, honestly, that's the best testament I can give to it being a good show, is that the fact that I sat there and I watched the whole thing in one sitting. You know? I mean, I got up, like, to get food and piss and stuff like that. That Exploder Boy just knocked me into a lot of damage, so that sucks. There's a healing crystal here. But I think, you know, it's a big testament when someone's like, did you enjoy it? And it's like, well, I watched it all in one go, so that's about the best testament I can give. Because usually, I try to kind of like savor shows, you know? I try to be like, okay, this new show came out that I've been waiting months for, if not over a month with some shows, because it takes a long time to make things. And it's like, I really want to enjoy this. I know I'm going to enjoy this. Let me actually chill and take my time on it. And that is something that I didn't even do here. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I did not take my time on it because I was just like so into it that I just kept watching. And I don't even regret that. I mean, I'm sad there's not more of it, but it was honestly like the perfect length to where modified basically additional 30%. Yeah. And I thought it was perfectly, you know, done. The story they wanted to tell, they told it. And they set it up well to where now you know these characters and the setting and everything, to where they could definitely just make another season of it, and you'd be like, it wouldn't feel like it was overstaying its welcome with another season, you know? So I'm excited. I think it's definitely going to get a second season. I'm sure I could look it up, honestly, and already have some kind of confirmation. But as far as I know, it probably will get another season just because I think it's really good. Dude, our slash is huge. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, very good. Definitely recommend it. If you heard of it or have not, that is something that I would highly recommend. Put on your watch list. Ooh, multicast of Thunderstrike. Oh, I love legendary upgrades. They make me just nut. Sorry about that. Increase the multicast chance of ice. Yes, please. Give me Doom. I love Doom so much. Ice. Let's go. These two abilities are getting freaking thick, dude. Yeah. Damage modifier of Slash. I would love to see that. Damage modifier of Glacier Strike. Sure. How big is my Glacial Strike? Oh wow, pretty darn big. Did you see it hit the ground right there? It's doing its job. I love that I leveled up so much that I got to full health, because I was missing a good amount of health there actually. But yeah, highly recommend it. Other than that, I don't know. There's one other show I'm waiting for that should come out, or I think it's a movie actually, at the end of this month. I know a lot of people aren't, but I like musicals a lot. One of the things that I do enjoy would be a good amount of the music I do listen to. And I especially just like when I can actually see a musical adapted into a movie version or whatnot, but actually done well, because a lot of times it's not always done well. But if you ever watched Matilda, you know, there was the book, there's Matilda the movie with like Danny DeVito that I know I watched so much as a kid. It was always on like ABC Family. I swear to God, I'd watch that like every other month at least. And it was also a musical. Still is a musical. I think it's still even on Broadway, perhaps, but a very, well-respected and long-running musical with a lot of history to it, and not one that I ever actually listened to be honest. I've never taken the time out to listen to the soundtrack or see if I could find any kind of online performances of it. So I've never actually seen it, but I'm pretty excited. They are making the Netflix adaptation, making it, the musical, into like a movie, and it looks like it's going to be quite good, so I'm excited to go ahead and watch that. Should be coming out the end of November here. Let's get Doom. Yes. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Seems like my ice abilities here are just getting really strong. Level 10, level 9, I'm fully for that, to be fair. I just want the movement speed, to be honest with you. Not on that one, though. On that one, I definitely will take the Icy Vortex. Look how big the Icy Vortex is when it goes off. Huge explosion radius. And we'll just level up to heal here and not waste that crystal. But yeah, excited for that. And I haven't actually watched... Netflix will release a video where they're like, here's everything coming to Netflix in December. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited to watch that little video later and see what are they bringing to the table in December. Maybe some new seasons of shows that I really like, because there's so many shows that I love on there that I'm ready to have. So here's the thing, is like, there's too many streaming platforms nowadays, and there's shows on several of them that I do enjoy, but I really only try to watch like Disney Plus because I love all the Marvel stuff, and then Netflix because I like a lot of their properties and the fact that they have other stuff that's not even Netflix originals. They have good stuff. But then there's Hulu, and then there's Paramount Plus, which I've been watching a little bit of, and then there's Peacock, and then you come over here and you got what is there? God, I can't even remember because there is so many things, and you know what I'm talking about. There's more than that. You can probably think of ones that I can't think of right now. But my point is, there's just so many, and there's too many. One of my big predictions for like tech, type improvements, or really, I guess, yeah, I suppose you would quantify it as tech. Over the next decade, we're gonna see a lot of mergers of these streaming companies. It's going to come down to the point where we're going to have like 2 streaming companies again. Because you look back 5 years ago, and what do we have? Well, let's say 8 years ago at this point. We had Netflix. That was it. If you wanted to get into the industry, into that streaming industry, stake your own claim, it was very hard and almost unheard of. And now, we have so many, and we have too many. At some point, we're going to start getting things like, okay, you can bundle these streaming services because the companies are going to make a deal and be like, pay half the price that you would for buying both of them, and you can have both of them. You know what I mean? We're going to get stuff like that. And then from there, my prediction is that we're going to get, well, now what you can do is, now what's going to happen is, okay, Disney Plus and Peacock are going to make an agreement where we're just going to put all of our stuff on the same streaming platforms. I think we're going to start seeing stuff like that. Because you used to see it, Disney used to give out their properties to these other streaming platforms. They used to have so many Disney movies and shows, like Marvel shows, made specifically for Netflix. And then, of course, when they got into the streaming game themselves, we stopped seeing that happen because they wanted to put their properties on their streaming service. Makes sense. But eventually, and it's going to come soon, it's going to come in these next 5 to 10 years, we're going to start seeing people get really fed up and not even being able to afford all these streaming services because there's so many. And when each one costs $10 to $20 a month, that's just not even feasible. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of my big predictions for the next decade, is we're going to start seeing a lot more downsizing of the streaming industry. Not a downsizing of the amount of production done on shows and movies and all this stuff, but we're going to see, okay, let's combine. You can put our properties on your streaming service, or you can do this, you can do that. And, I mean, you look, there's some stuff that fails. What was it, like CNN Plus or whatever? That failed miserably. I think the National Geographic streaming service failed miserably, and now that is on Disney Plus. And it's just like, you gotta look at it. Why are those things failing? Because if you don't have enough to offer at your price point to make it worthwhile to people, they're not gonna buy it. People speak with their wallets. And this is just one of the big things where people really speak with their wallets. You're gonna start seeing these companies having to actually go ahead and say, okay, let's combine our streaming services together so we can actually get people coming in here, buying our stuff, and actually watching our shows. And at least we can both make money overall together rather than none of us making money. They would rather succeed together than everyone fail, I suppose, is my prediction there. I couldn't really see the effects coming out from the prophetess here, which is not the best thing in the world. Part of my idea is to have so many stat effects we can apply, just like poison and burning, bleeding from our slash ability. And since it covers so much area, you know, it goes so far in front of us that we can just hit the prophetess or whatever boss. Even if they're far away from us, we can't get up close, we can still apply a bunch of effects and take them out that way. But also, when I can get in there and drop some stuff on her head, like some glacial strikes and some vortexes and some glacier, you know, bomb things, then that's what we're going to do. And take her out really easy. Here goes her like laser attack. See, right now I can just circle around behind her and drop so much stuff on her nutsack. She's probably going to die here in the next few seconds because I just dropped so much stuff on her. And there you go. My icy vortex exploded. She dies. That's what I'm saying. I need to get a few icy vortexes on her booty cheeks and then she's just gone. We'll go ahead and do one more level after this one, and then I'll check the character screen. At the very least, this should get us to Prestige level 10 with the Spellblade, and we'll get that unlock, and we're going to defeat Curse level 3, or 2 like we did on the Dungeons of Despair there, and we can work on Curse level 3 next time. With the new weapon of the Spellblade is probably what we'll do. So either way, we made some good progress here, but we'll see if I was mistaken or not on what I need to actually do here with these extra levels. Or these extra portals, I guess I should say. So yeah, that's my predictions for the streaming. It's gonna be like the great streaming wars of 2030 or something. You watch. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. But yeah, I don't know. Some crazy stuff. Crazy times we're living in, and for much different reasons than just streaming platforms. But the streaming platform stuff is still kind of crazy when you look at it for a second. You're like, what the heck is this? Because you don't really always think about it. I feel like you're just kind of like, well, it just is how it is. But to a certain degree, it's like, it's pretty crazy what it actually is when you really think about it. Like, it's gotten way out of hand. But yeah, that's my rant, my take on streaming platforms. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Base take +2 for the Roger take there, or some -2s in the chat. You let me know. I'm just dropping stuff on this guy's sack, like I said, with the other boss. As much as we can drop on him, better. We kind of are avoiding his big attacks here, so... Oh yeah, look at his health just drop when we get these ice vortexes on him. I'm trying to get up behind him again because I just got blown away. And I almost got blown straight into his flamethrower, and that made me really nervous. Oop. Oop. Is that damage modifier for frontal or area? Because obviously I don't really need more area for frontal stuff. But damage multiplier, I'll always take that. Alright, choose a portal. Like I said, I will go one deeper here. The area modifier of Ice Vortex. Dude, I can't stop grinding this area modifier of Ice Vortex. What is it? 120%? Okay. Yeah, we'll do one more loop here. You know what? I feel like I still have Curse level 3 on. If I go and I beat like Curse level 3 on these while I'm looping, I feel like it should count. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like it doesn't count. Like I have to go in and tick off everything on Curse level 3 and then start the level, and it only counts for that. But if I loop, I feel like it should count for all of it. You know? And I don't know if I'm wrong. Maybe it actually does. If I was wrong and it does, then no, because we're on 2 right now. And this is Dungeons of Despair. I don't even know what I'm saying to be honest, but that's okay. We'll smack these last 5 bosses, and then we'll end this video off there. It'll probably be getting towards some pretty high length. Yeah, hopefully the music isn't too quiet for you guys. I figured we kind of let the... I mean, look, this game has an amazing soundtrack, And if they ever update it or anything, or I want to turn it on in future videos, I definitely will. That's one thing I always said from the beginning when this game released. I started playing it, I was like, this game's soundtrack is amazing. It really is. They knocked it out of the park. But I just kind of thought it'd be good to put some chill music on and kind of have a little bit more of a relaxing vibe going on. If we can do that. And Black Styak of Doom. Sure. I'm a pretty soft-spoken guy, so it's kind of like goes really well. I feel with my voice, the chill music. It's something I pair often. Is actually this exact playlist music on my main channel, because people just like. They always have a very ASMR type voice, and it's like I don't know. It's not something I try to do or go on my way to do. It's just how it be. So I usually pick some pretty chill music because one thing I can't stand that YouTubers do, and I don't like watching these kinds of YouTubers, is when they're just faking excitement and just screaming and everything's like, this is so amazing, and now we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna do that, and I'm like, God, you really couldn't care less about this, to be honest, could you? And it's just like, I don't know. I like to keep some authenticity and just be like, if I'm actually excited about something, you're gonna hear me yell about it. Well, yell in my terms, which is more like a, yeah. It goes louder than that for sure sometimes, but I don't feel like yelling right now. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm chilling, so that's the only yell you're gonna get out of me. But yeah, I don't like faking all that, you know, and it's just not fun to me. And for some people, they're not down with that, and they don't like more of a chill vibe, and that's fine. But I think there's a lot of people that do, and I mean, I can speak from experience, and people that I have that watch me, that some people do, you know, and I'm very appreciative of that. It's nice, and it's what I seek in my own viewership when I'm watching other people. So it's like, I know that want exists. Sometimes you want a vibe, you know, you just want to hang out and be like, this is a cool dude, cool lady, whatever it may be, and just go ahead and watch that. Definitely want to start streaming soon. Need to get better internet. One thing I saw the other day about streaming, they went over the top 100 most watched Twitch streamers. Out of those 100, there was one Arcane Assault. You use arcane energy to hit enemies in front of you, causing 940 damage. Interesting. I gotta get back on this guy and use that next time. Maybe when we try his second weapon next time, we'll go ahead and I'll pick that up as well, because I would love to see that. It sounds awesome. But yeah, they said there was one female streamer on the entire list of top 100 Twitch streamers, like the past year or month, something like that. So either way, you get what I'm saying, pretty recently, which is actually a decline from what it was in the prior amount of time that they did that they checked the size, the viewer numbers, whatever it was, subscriber count. I'm not sure exactly how they measured it, but you know, that's what they did. And part of that was because some other big streamers, like Pokimane is a huge female streamer. She was taking a break in the past month, so I think it was actually the past month or so that they were measuring, past 6 months, whatever it was, but she's taking a break, so she was off there. But even still, you expand it to the top 200 streamers, and I think they said only 6 more female streamers joined the list. And I was like, huh, how interesting. But you know, I guess that just gets you thinking. It's like, is that because people judge them and they don't want to watch them, or are they genuinely less interesting or entertaining? I don't think it's that. People are people. People are entertaining if they're entertaining. But even I will say, out of my own experience, when I think about the people that I subscribe to, it's mostly guys. It's mostly males. Trying to think of, I can't think of, honestly. I know there's some female YouTubers and whatnot that I watch, but as far as I can remember, I don't watch streams too often. I kind of get in like a stream mood or a video watching mood, and right now I've been more of like a video watching mood where I just watch more YouTube, more so than watch Twitch streams or anything. But even when I did watch streams, I didn't watch any female streamers, at least not frequently, I'll say. And in terms of people I'm subscribed to on YouTube, I'm pretty sure it's mostly all just males, and Yeah, now I'm really trying to think, because I'm like, I'm trying to think about the female YouTuber that I watch frequently. There are some, now that I'm thinking about it. No gamers, I don't think. They're mostly like commentary type stuff, like commentary YouTubers. There are some female ones that I'm subscribed to, I know that. But for the most part, I don't know. It's very interesting. I think you're more likely to watch people that are similar to you. So when there's something like games that might have less female player base or viewership, then it's going to be harder for those people, the female streamers, to actually get more viewers. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, if the viewership isn't there for people that are similar to you, then, you know, they can't watch you. The viewers literally don't exist. And you look for people that are similar to you. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm kind of relating this back to me being soft-spoken and more chill in my gameplay and whatnot. And that's the kind of people I look for when I'm looking for people to watch as well, is the kind of chill ones, you know, the ones that are laid back, because that's what I like, and that's the kind of person I am, you know. And when there's less chill people and there's more high-energy people, then there'll be less people to watch the chiller, you know, streamers and YouTubers, you know what I mean? So I think, in my opinion, that's the biggest part of it, is just like a viewer base lack. But then after that, it's like, you know, genuinely, I'm sure there are some shitty sexist things where it's just like harder for these women to break into the industry, where there will be some people who judge them unfairly just because of who they are, and you know, that fucking blows. But I guarantee that it has some kind of part to play in it. To what degree, I can't say. I just got really fast. We'll go ice last level here, so let's get ready to dodge. Oh my god, I'm so fast. But yeah, it's very interesting when you think about it. And you should really think about, like, okay, who am I subscribed to? Who do I watch often? And how similar are they to me? How similar are they to each other? And really, you will start to notice a pattern a lot of the times where it's like, yeah, I mean, this is the kind of person that I like to watch, with this kind of attitude, with a good outlook on life, you know. Some people like those toxic people who are toxic for humor, or whatever it may be. Or maybe they genuinely are toxic, or they rage a lot. Or they are just really nice and kind, and that's what they enjoy seeing, is these kind, nice streamers, or whatever it may be. It's just really up to the person. And they're going to go where they feel they're have a home, you know? Excuse me as I take a sip of water there. But yeah, it's very interesting to think about. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to start compiling a list of, like, give me your thoughts on these. Especially with these longer episodes where I go through this infinite portal. I think I'm gonna aim to do one of these, like, infinite portal runs and take it 2 or 3 levels down every 4 or 5 episodes, so I can kind of just have a longer episode and rant for a while about whatever I may want to talk about. Because every now and again stuff kind of crosses my mind. It's just like, hey, let's talk about it. And I know I always appreciate when there's like a longer video every now and again in a series that I really enjoy. And I don't think there's that many people that like really enjoy this series or watching me every day, but I know there are some. So thank you to those of you who are out there and are those people. Where is this dude? There he is to my left here. Let's put our levels in really quick. Poison. This. Magic missiles. Missile. Yeah, that's fine. Hello there. How you doing, Beyblade Master? Having a fun day? I'm trying to make him really brittle right now with the magic missiles. Of course, they do have more area modifier, so that's cool. A lot of effects coming out on screen here. Gonna take a second to dodge towards him as we see that line attack coming at us to make sure we can actually get through the attack without getting smacked too much. A lot of ice vortexes spawning all over his cheeks here. We can walk away and he will die. Pretty good boss fight there. Actually, a flawless boss fight, so that's always fun to see. I think spawning these random abilities, to kind of talk about the run we've been having here in front of you, is so much better. Even if I'm not getting as many hits with like something like this, with the Thunderstrike, for example, which I think I am still getting a lot of hits with it, and I don't even have it leveled up much. If I had the area modifier as big as I do as the Icy Vortex for the Thunderstrike, excuse me, I burped there. I know you couldn't hear it, but still, excuse me. I feel like it would be doing way more damage. But even so, when I can actually place these icy vortexes right in front of me, where I'm running away or whatever it may be, that's just so much better for taking out these enemies, trailing them in to these abilities, because I can see, okay, I'm putting them right here, I'm flying around in a circle, and then I'm going to take them right back up into the icy vortex, and that's just so good when you really think about it for a second. And I've been feeling it as I've been operating this character in this run, and it really is quite effective, so I'm a big fan of that. I'm excited to see how much damage the Glacier here is going to have done, because I feel like it's pounding them pretty well. Pounding almost as good as I could to your mother. Get fucking roasted. I'm sorry, I apologize for that joke. Anyways, let's take out these elites up here so we can get some Glacier strikes on them, and they'll probably get bombed down in about half a second. And as I said, they're dead because of Glaciers. Have a lot of XP multiplier coming on here too in this run. Love to see that, of course, as always. And yeah, pretty good run. I'm a fan. That's a cool rune. If I have enough... let me put my points in here really quick. If I have enough... what are these? Soul Stones? At the end of this run to buy the next level of Runic Power and have 2 Runic Power, I would be a huge fan of that. Because I would love to maybe do a run next time as we use the second weapon here. At least the others. Well, yeah, the second weapon for our Spellblade here on our next run. And then maybe I could use a new rune as well. That'd be kind of interesting. That could be very interesting, in fact. So, maybe we'll aim to do that. Icy Vortexes go off. Blown back a little bit by a little Splody boy there. Dodge out of the way of the big circle attack. Dodge back in instantly and see if we can finish her off here in the next few seconds. And there goes that. Let's get back up here, and I will go through the blue portal, I think, and end this run off. In a very strong place, 153 levels. Okay, Spellblade, Prestige level 10. What did I get to, like 16 maybe? Holy moly! 19. Did not unlock a new character and almost had 100,000 soul stones there. That's my mistake for... Well, I mean, I finished. It's what I wanted to do. I wanted to finish there. Highest progression with current curse intensity, 300%. That's awesome. Match time, 36 minutes. Honestly, not too long there. Could have gone for another level, but I did not want to. So yeah, well, next time we should be able to finish this, because that'll be Dungeon Despair. And then you... Okay, so it is the Overlord mode, so that's my mistake. I think I unlocked somebody else from the Endless mode. Yeah, maybe it was, I think it was the Assassin maybe, or maybe the Legionnaire. So apologize for that. I made a little oopsie there, but here's our goal for next time. If I can get it, actually. Yes, I have everything I need to craft this. Good. Awesome! Goal for next time. We're going to equip this second weapon here. We get Arcane Slash. Fire and Arcane Slash forward, dealing 70 damage and applying Exposed. Ooh. And then I want to try out that beam attack that I saw when I was going through this with him last time too. And we're going to try to do 100% of the Overlord mode, cycle 2. So get through 2 cycles of the Overlord mode next time. And our last thing we're going to try to accomplish is the Dungeon of Despair with full Curse 3 on. If we can do that, we will get a lot of good progress next time. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, or hit that notification bell so you can see more in the future, that would all just make my day. But that is it for me today, so as always, have a great day.